Yeah, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Hey, what's good, family? It's me, Mr. Perry P, and you're all in the place to be. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of hashtag Rise365, also known as hashtag Become365, where I'm honestly just, doing a 5-minute video every day, charting the journey, going from a man on a mission with the message to influencing hundreds of millions with that same message, but still on mission, baby. And I am the leading performance speaker and execution coach for Quarter Life Crisis, as well as lead pastor of I Am the Church Ministries. And speaking of church, I'm actually a ministry leader at Life Elevations Church, and my brother usually does the youth piece, the youth ministry. I mean, I've done it with the previous ministry for multiple years. So I had to pinch hit for him today, and it was legit. I'm about to post some of the pictures that we took, but I have to go. I was essentially hanging out with and they actually combine the high school, junior high, and late elementary class. So yeah, so it was dope. Like, it was super dope. And what I did was, I was like, well, first, because they know me in there fairly well. 'Cause I'm like, I'm not like super new to Life Elevation, but I haven't got a chance to really connect with the youth. I pinched hit before and taught the class before. I think it was like a couple months ago, but nevertheless, it was dope. I love doing. I love teaching. I have a heart to teach, and whether it be to youth or to be people my age or people older than me. I just have this yearning in me to help somebody get to the next level. But nevertheless, so I was like, yeah, let me check me at the door. Like, instead of me going there with the my usual, you guys see me in my fedora with the sports coat, with the nice shirt. It's like, I'm just gonna throw my dope leather jacket on, and I have, like, solid vision for the most part. I just need it mainly for for reading and things like that, but and also for fashion. Though my glasses are like dope, so God's grace. Shout out to you, baby. But yeah, but nevertheless, so yeah, I was like, let me take the glasses off and put my leather jacket on, and then me and always rocking them Cowboys, baby, already. And I was like, man, I got a fresh cut and everything. These waves is popping, you know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and just walk in there and say what's up. And then so it was cool because we started off in one room, and it's quite a few kids kids today. So I'm like, man, this is crazy. So I'm like, all right, well, and the room's kind of packed. So I was like, I walk in there like, man, guess what? We're gonna go on a field trip today. Yeah, I was super gassing them up. And this one cat is in there. He's like, man, that's why those buses are outside. And I mean, actually, the buses were from our parent church behind us. They have a daycare, so it's like, that's why they were there. But it worked out well. So then we go around and we go around the building, and then and right before we leave. No, actually, no, but I'll take it back. Before we even left, I'm like, where are you thinking we going? Somebody was like, man, we're going to go to somewhere to eat, somewhere to go. And I was like, all right, well, it's going to be a surprise. And then we get outside, and I'm like, the surprise is we're going right down here to this other classroom. And it was hilarious, and they thought it was kind of funny, too. But we took this dope picture in front of the Life Elevation sign, which was, I'm going to have to post that. It was legit, like super legit. And then, and what else? And then we went inside. And then instead of, so pretty much the lesson that I did was I got put everybody in a circle, and I told them to answer these questions. I said, just who you are, where you're from, what's your favorite blank, and then what's your favorite thing about the Bible. And so I was like, so I'll be like, hey, so my name is Pastor Perry P. I'm I'm born and raised right here in the zone. Born on the south side, just kept moving west. My favorite, and I think I said my favorite, I don't know what I said, but it was like something along the lines of like, my favorite music is, I was, oh no, I said my favorite thing to do. That's what I said. And it's like, I love to be, it's kind of weird, but I like to just be by myself, because a lot of folks don't know this, but I'm like, even though I'm super comfortable like being on stage or being in big crowds and like all this kind of stuff, like, I think deep down I'm really a introvert. because I don't mind like a dark room, throw some jazz on, and me being by myself, just like chilling, like on some like not even like meditation mode, but just on some like, man, so, but I don't know, a little piece about me. But yeah, but nevertheless, so, and then I said that my favorite thing about the Bible is besides obviously the John 3:16 and the Gospels, it's Proverbs 24:16. That's what the piece, the 24:16 from Proverbs is derived. It was the origin of my company, Rise from the Ashes 24:16, where it says a righteous man falls 7 times but rises again, with the evil fall by calamity. And it's great. And I'll say this last part, and I'm pretty much close. I'm ran over my time, so I do apologize. But all in all, it was crazy because as the class went on, I would recap and I would tie in. Like somebody said their favorite was Joseph, and I tied that in with the story of Joseph, as well as Jesus' earthly father's name is Joseph. We talked about Noah. We talked about Moses. There was a lot that was and there was even about like a small handful of folks that they didn't know anything about the Bible. And that's okay. That's okay, especially when you're young. That's okay. And so what I did was even before the class started, I had us all download the Bible app, the YouVersion app. That way, at least they have the Bible with them all the time. And then as the class went on, I kept tying in what they were saying with the biblical principles that tied into how to apply this knowledge. And I just did that process, and I had this quirky way of doing it too, and make sure everybody stayed involved and engaged, and it was legit. It was super legit. Like I wish I would have recorded it, but nevertheless, so yeah, that was pretty much the highlight of the day, was the teaching the class at service today, and and just getting prepared for the fact that my kids are out of school for another week. I just got a text from their school saying that their spring break has been extended 1 week. So maybe this next video, instead of me looking extra youthful, I'm gonna be looking like, oh boy. I'm just joking. No, I love my kids, man. They are like super legit. I feel very super blessed, and just gonna have to figure out a way to maneuver, the working on business stuff and ministry stuff, and still, engage in them, because we're not really big on, having them sit in front of the TV all day. So, or with any media. But other than that, this is super long. I do apologize for that. I was just super excited to tell you guys my experience teaching today, because like I said, teaching is to the core of me. But nevertheless, my name is Mr. Perry P. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of #Rise365 and #Become365. I love y'all. God bless. Peace. All right, let's go.